Alrighty, map time again. Once again. This keeps happening. Someone please stop the maps. Actually don't. Gives me something to do. For the moment, anyway. Alright. Getting straight into it. Starting with SC Offices. I don't know if that's a misspelling or intentional. Though it was consistent, whatever it was. Map for Sven-Coop. Made it a bit hard because of the lack of ammo and guns, but don't go desperate. 200 ammo box behind the couch, don't tell anyone. Fair enough. Looks about what you'd expect from that screenshot though. Let's see what it has. I didn't download any extra maps than last time. I'm hoping that doesn't come back to bite me. Though, I feel like whenever I go, that's probably enough maps, it never actually is. So, I look forward to that. Been going down the rabbit hole of trying to update that wiki. I feel like I've gone a long tangent from. I think I was just trying to update ambient generic, and then I went down this huge long rabbit hole of trying to fix up the entire definitions section, because there's a lot of garbage in there, a whole lot. One of my favorites that I saw recently was there was a page for entity attributes, which, you know, no information there that can't be either inferred or included in, say, the entity page. But even apart from that, there was also a page called entity properties, and the entirety of that page was just see entity attributes, without a link to it. So that's not. Why is there a button here? Oh, that's why. Why can't I have the gun? Anyway, here we're trying to escape the offices, so... These are very strong head crabs. That was weird. Oh, bad clipping. Oh, they're just gonna keep coming, I guess. Find the detonator. Are there any good stealth Sven-Coop maps? I guess it's hard to manage since the moment you get spotted or anything, then you can't really disengage from that very easily. What do I do? For a detonator. Oh. Don't you have one more, Pebs? You had the rotating door and the Zelda puzzle thing. What's the other one? Oh, of course. Yeah, this is getting really annoying really quickly. Some armor would be nice. I don't know how likely that is. Ah, yes, stupid competition entry, of course. Say no more. Ah. Well, maybe that's close enough that I can kill him from there. This thing better not respawn. It sounds like there's a lot more of those yet to come. Like that one over there. And that one there. Oh, no reaction? Oh shit. I don't think this map's balanced very well. Maybe I'm just being cynical. Maybe there's an optimal way through here without that disturbs as few of these things as possible. Shit. Guessing not though. That doesn't seem like something this map's gonna do. Wish I knew where I was going. Or what I was doing. Looking for a detonator somewhere to detonate something. Oh, I know. The usual go-to when shit's harder than it needs to be. Actually. Yeah, this is the way to do it. Something somewhere broke. Man, this is really stretched. Oh, of course, the detonator that's not on the ground. Not connected to anything. Made some poor choices. And that's it. God damn it. That wasn't worth it at all. Two stars. That's generous. Alright. DMS Pac-Man Half-Life. Which I don't think at all that downloaded, so never mind. Half-Life 1 Conversion Half-Life Deathmatch Source? Well, I can't imagine there's many Half-Life Deathmatch Source maps, and apparently that isn't one of them. CK Arena. What's CK? Wherever it is. Apparently it's in CS. You know, if you want to see more, if you want to capture a map of yours live, you'll have to make more maps, won't you? The possibility does exist. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
I'm stuck. Sort of. I'm not. I appear to be making slight movements, but not. Okay, let's try the counter-terrorist, I guess. Okay, well, if every spawn is like, oh no. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it. This is like the poor man's arch, copying pasting the same slant to give the impression of an arch. Okay. You pick up a gun, then spawn in this small box, facing the wrong way. With apparently a way to get back to the CT spawn, but not the T spawn? Yeah, this isn't a good map. Research complex by quantum. My first map, still very WIP. Basic theme, lambda complex. One room, corridor leading out of it. So far it contains just one room and a corridor leading out of it, but the corridor isn't complete. So it's a room with start of a corridor coming out of it. In this one room, you'll find a HEV suit, a crowbar, and a suit battery. I guess if you've only got one room, you better sell it, all the features that it has. Yep. Fair enough. Research complex. What do we have? Okay. This sure looks like someone's first map. Get into the suit. At least. Without some real determination that I'm not certain I have. But I think it's doable. Do I want to put up with the attempts? Not really. Just pretend I got it. Is that a button? Oh. I see. Well. Is this a thing? guess not. DE Theatre. This map won't compile when I enable Viz. When Viz is disabled, it compiles fine. That would be the leak one, wouldn't it? Only in RMF. Where's the leak? Love this game. That one. I can't pass what's going on from that. Map vault. DE Theatre. D, so I'm assuming that's Counter-Strike. Alright. Stone chairs. A wooden platform. Some nice big arches. And that's it. Maybe there isn't a leak. The conversation I was reading suggested that maybe it was just, I don't know. I mean, it's not very good, so go ahead and keep that clean. LLOD Stalingrad VS. Secret in this map, like in most DoD maps. Actually, you can see the secret in the screenshot. I'll be the judge of that. Alright. Dave defeat source? Regular day of defeat, I guess. It's hard to tell. I'll find out soon enough. Level of detail. Okay. Yep. It's my fault. Let's face it, half of the time it is. But only half. Oh, I probably need Siren as well, don't I? Going to tell me where to put it? Oh, good. I actually have to make the folders myself. You couldn't have done this for me, could you? Hobby. Have I spelt that right? Seems to be. It's really not difficult to set up the folder structure yourself. Alright, let's try that again. Level of detail, Stalingrad, this. Don't reading acronyms as words and words as acronyms. Is this the first non-source Day of Defeat map I've seen? No, I've definitely seen at least one other. Why am I spawning? There we go. Looks okay. I don't know the standard of Day of Defeat maps. This looks okay. Could put some curve in those power lines, but serviceable. I just want to know where the secret is. Since they're generally my jam. I mean, this looks fine. Oh. Guess that's a spawn protection thing. There's a run. That seems... Well, actually I guess I don't know. Was sprint a common thing in Day of Defeat times? So I know it certainly became a standard. Yeah. Dynamic lighting even. Still seem to... Oh jeez. Harsh. Oh right, I did get shot a whole bunch, didn't I? I don't think I'm gonna look for the secret, but yeah, that looks alright. Certainly seen worse. Room of Doom. There's a Half-Life stream. Okay. Quake or Doom look, of course. Don't think there's anything particularly interesting in here. At least I'm sure we can live without it. I was just about to say you don't see enough snow maps, and then I remembered all those Ice World clones. What was it called? Room of Doom. Room of Doom. I feel like Room O Doom would have been a better name, but maybe that's just me. Really good teleport sprites. Something tells me I've seen most of the map already. But, okay, I don't know what's going on with that. We'll get to it. This is a Duke Nukem 3D thing. Yeah, I know whatever this triggers isn't going to happen until it stops. Okay. Fair enough. That's it. That end shake is going for a while. Like, way after the explosion itself actually stopped. I feel like could have given a explosion a louder, not a louder sound, but a more impactful sound. But now here, I've got to look at what the hell's going on with this. Because this is not a flowing texture. This appears to be maybe MS painted at best. Animated texture, animated, very broad sense of the term, moving it slightly. In a very jarring way. Put it this way, if this is taken from something, it wasn't good there either. And I guess that's the level, which means this side passage is the only way between the levels. Haven't hit those teleporters yet. Okay. Right, that seems abusable. I mean, which one are you going to go in? The one that gives you a good weapon in a good position? In a place you can't otherwise get to? Or something that dumps you right in the middle, getting shot by everyone? Decisions, decisions. Didn't strike me as... well, I guess I haven't actually played Quake, I can't say that. Never mind. Started off an experiment for triggering funk ladders. I don't think that works. But I scrapped that and ended with a ladder fixed in position. Ladder now does not work except when crouch jumped into. Climbing to the bottom using this method sticks the player. Just vague wording. No clipping during play is advised because there's no other way to get between the two areas. Fair enough. 4 to 10. Rot test. Or perhaps the rottest. The rottest map on the market. Okay. Oh yeah, there's some clipping issues. They were not wrong. Like, I don't even know how you would come up with such clipping issues. Sweet Home City, Sven-Coop, by Campy. Location is Sweet Home City. That seems like the name of something in a completely different game. You start in your flat with lots of weapons to fight your way through the city. Some good action. Might not see all the small details and gimmicks that are actually in the map. I know of another map that might have that problem. Sven? Maps. No, wait. When's there? Oh, I guess Sven-Coop maps have a CFG file. I don't know what that does. Might as well copy it. Suppose I could open it. There's a lot of S maps in this list. Sven-Coop always takes so long to start. Okay. Good. So far, this doesn't strike me as sweet home or city. Let's see, is this supposed to be a... what would that be? PlayStation 1? Or something? I don't know my early consoles that well. It's not an NES, tell that much. Yeah, everyone's mapping bathrooms, and some people are in on the deal that it should be interactive in every way possible. Let's face it, everything should be interactive in every way possible. Just so that it is. Don't know about that. Some of these doors are not like the others. Some don't exist. Okay, oh. Well, let's not get too comfortable. It's unpleasant to look at. Rather strangely inaccurate at range in Sven-Coop. Crossbow is not. One shot. Where are you going? So I guess I didn't actually pick up these batteries, I feel like it should have been easier than that. Oh, that works. Wait, is everything going to respawn? God damn it. I don't like the things that I've never been entirely sure of the pronunciation. Yes, assassin. Do something useful. Assassin's not going to do anything useful. My usual concession. I feel like Sven-Coop maps, given that I'm doing it by myself. I'm allowed some indulgences. Especially when they're bullshit, like a lot of Sven-Coops tend to be. At least, a lot of these Sven-Coop maps tend to be. Why won't you die? It's not a very good effect. Sorry, why did I go through here just now? Heard them die, but can't hurt. Okay, can't go that way. There's one street light in this entire area. I know this whole map because I can hear it. When did this open? Yeah. It's a lot better weapons I could have been using there, isn't there? Let's just bind a key to Impulse 101 about 10 times. So I've got one for this. Yep, and everything's back. They'll be here. Wasn't there one more? I'm opening up lots of shortcuts. Oh jeez. Why are you here? Kind of weird that it'd have it bust through the wall. I mean, there's lots of things kind of weird about this now, thinking about it. Ah, yes, the key. What did I need the key for? Is it this one? Oh. This seems unhealthy. Yeah, it's very unhealthy. Oh. It's also chunky. And there's an invisible wall there. It's better be going somewhere good. Save some time, do it on the run. Were you here before?
With my brain, have I been that much of a burden?
Am I supposed to be going somewhere? That explains it. See you in there. This weapon is a little powerful. Why would you put it there if you can't go through there? Have to keep assuming whether or not I can go through certain passages. Oh, this works. It's not especially fast, but nothing about Voltigores though. Something broke again. What's making these things trigger? Fair enough. And even end the map. Which, now think about it, it's kind of a standard in Sven-Coop maps for a reason. Maybe it does do it after a while, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. Super Gordon Bros. Bros or Bros? Brothers, I suppose. While traveling through the Head Crab Kingdom, Gordon suddenly realized that he nearly lost one dimension. While being trapped in this strange world made out of odd blocks and with really weird physical properties, Gordon needs to make his way through packs of head crabs and reach an oddly scaled castle, which is his primary destination. I think this might be a reference to something. Half-Life 2. Huh. It's not my first thought. The whole Make a Mario map seems like a very gold source kind of idea. SGB. Gotta grab a decent drink. I'll have to put up with water. I say sarcastically. Now, SGB. Go. Put me in the Mario. I seem to be jumping slightly. Out of my control. I don't think I have any jumping control of my own. In fact, I don't think I'm ever touching the ground. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. Look, things like this tend to progress by me going over certain objects around this point in the level. And yet, I've got this weird hovery thing going on. I don't know if that's intentional. And I don't seem to be able to stop it. I went higher every now and then. How did I do that? Maybe I'll just do this. Guessing these trigger and make the sound, but don't actually do anything. Anyway, we know more or less how this goes, right? I'm only partially curious what happens if you fall and die. And even here it has the floaty thing. If I hover into the flagpole, and as soon as I touch something, it stopped. Uh-huh. The internet was a weird place. Back in the day, wasn't it? By weird place, I think I mean wasteland. It's probably very funny right then. Right? Right? It had to have been. A arena-like map for natural selection. Co-arena. Marine aliens meet up 1v1 fight. Fair enough. So this is the AIM map of natural selection. Co-arena. If it was never funny, then why did anyone do it? This is the only logic I can make of it. It had to have been funny, otherwise no one would have done it. Right? Logic definitely came into this, right? Oh, the decisions. It's me. Doing the thing. What are we doing here? Okay, that's a door. I'm guessing that's the map. Splash screen problem. Oh boy, this isn't gonna play at all, is it? Like, the files could be here, they could all be right, but it's not going to work. So let's just look at it. I guess, if you must. Okay. That doesn't look that good. Maybe I just mean the graphical quality. I tried converting an image into a Worms Armageddon map at level for reasons that frankly are beyond me at the moment. But yeah, couldn't get it to work right because the graphics were just too good. They weren't, but for the game. Couldn't take anything too complex. Severe color limit. CS Suburb Beta 15A. Okay. This is a map of my house. You can literally shoot the computer I'm sitting at within the map. This is probably the most breakable map ever for CSS. Also, the textures are from the real house, and there are 3D custom bump maps for textures for added realism. Okay, fair enough. This, I mean, just from the screenshot, looks fancier than any house I've lived in. Oh, also the download link didn't work, so we don't actually get to play it, but geez, come on. Very first map. This is my very first map. Please give some feedback and please tell me what is wrong with my flag. It's very specific. Did this not exist? This map doesn't exist. Never mind. Can't play that. Fight Yard Glass House by Victor. First ever serious map. Nearing completion. I know the mapping community generally disapproves of fight yard maps, but I honestly can't think of a better way. Have you played Counter-Strike? That was nothing but not fight yard maps. I mean, come on. Don't pretend you don't know that the maps can be better. Just say I didn't want to put the effort into actually making a balanced map. It's okay. Most people don't. Glass house, wasn't it? Okay.
Alright, let's move out.
Well, it's fancier than most people's first days. Wait, did he say this is a first map or first serious map? I mean, it's not actually that. I think they're clipping into each other, but otherwise, sure. Some alright looking lasers. Is this a glass map? Because that's the impression I'm getting. Let's go the other way first. Also, did this door work? No. Is this just the CT spawn? Wait, I don't even remember which team I'm on. Terrorists. Okay. This isn't a quick way to do it. Is this where the other spawn is, or is this just flavour? On this side as well. I was willing to guess. I'm guessing counter spawn on the other side. I don't think that breaks. And crossover. Yep. That's exactly how it goes. Though the prospect of having some glass be breakable and some not, no matter how much logical sense you're trying to give it, it's not a good idea. Yep. Man, the blue and the yellow doesn't contrast particularly well. Especially when you're standing here and you'll be yellow in the blue. Why is it so blue? It's not how light works. Double D. Double D. Never mind. Yes. No, actually, it just occurred to me. Actually, I won't go on that here. Never mind. But it's a thought that I'll bring up with certain people who may or may not be in the chat later. Yes, research is a problem in that it doesn't reset things at the end of the round. Have a trigger once. I assume by now there's got to be a definitive work on exactly what is affected by round restarts in Counter-Strike, right? Because I feel like everyone has this problem. Everyone therefore asks this question. I don't know if there's a single thing that you can point people to. And if there isn't such a thing, people should probably make it. Especially now that we have such a good place to put it. Map. No, that's still probably. Even if it's broken. It was definitely ES something. damn it, what was it? Yes, research. Good. Yes, research board. Okay. I missed that in the flood of other files in there. Oh. Well, that's good. As long as someone got to it eventually. As someone who hasn't seen it, how thorough is it? Does it just go into like a specific example of how to reset things, which I believe normally works with funky doors? Wait, what am I doing here? No, I'm pretty sure I tried that. Okay. What the hell is going on?
Security lock is engaged.
Did I? That's right, he said it was a... well, they said it was a problem because things weren't resetting properly. I'm not sure what they were going for anyway. Like, what the hell's going on? Oh, okay. The whole floor. I don't know that this was ever gonna make a particularly good Counter-Strike map. Also, hello, Irby. I feel like I forgot to say that. That's not the way I was expecting that to go. You know, in the literal sense. Okay.
Terrorists win.
Good. Great. That's a weird map. Where is counter-terrorists supposed to spawn in that map? DE Madness. First map ever. Don't know if I shall remove the barrel, as it seems to disappears after being destroyed and it never spawns back. Nice for strategists. Destroying stair after planting in basement or using barrel to plant in the attic, then destroying it, so he's going to put a fuse in team of 2. If you guys know any way to make the bomb explosion small, tell me. I command you. So this is Counter-Strike, good. In the right place. Does it explain it? It was a long elevator. Like, how much could the counter-terrorists possibly set up in that time? Was it D Madness? Yes. Sure seems like Madness so far. Okay. It's one of these. Wait, why? Yeah, this maybe isn't the greatest map ever. I think I've seen everything there is to see here. TS Agora. It's TS. I made this map in boring days. I was trying to make a cool dark atmosphere. The map has the same basic gameplay as my other map, forcing people to look at his profile to see what his other map is. He does not have another map. Map takes place on 2 abandoned buildings. It counts with a series of secret places. Wait, what? It counts with a series of secret places and Easter's eggs. Easter's eggs. The eggs of Easter. Spend some time to try and find them. The amazing texture job was made by my friend MineZero. Most of the texture credits go to him. Textures are TS defaults, retextured by me. Ah, the specialists, of course. I forgot about that. And this map didn't download. It was a shame. I was looking forward to finding the Easter's eggs. At least I think it didn't. Yeah, no. Kidnapped by Knight. A maze with a lot of traps. You gotta find you gotta find your way out as you woke up in that place and can't remember a thing. Lots of bugs that are easy to fix, and only one of the 4 parts of the map is done. Okay, doesn't. I don't know about that screenshot. It's not really selling me on the concept. Sven, maps, Sven, kidnapped. Look, it's been a very dry stream as far as the maps have gone. Not been any especially funnily bad maps, and there hasn't been especially any good maps either. Well, not like particularly good. Dave Defeat one looked perfectly serviceable. There's a rat in that cage. What? Turn the lights off and everything went to hell. As it does. I'm going to die. Oh, throwing the crowbar is so useless. Why is that a function? It's hard to hit these things at the best of times. No, not intended. See a seemingly functioning clock up there. What am I supposed to be doing? Turn that light back off. Which for some reason opens up holes in the ground. With head crabs in. And yet, doesn't seem to be a way to go. keep trying. Come on, I'm at point blank range. Why can't I hit the head crab? Fine, I'll just hit it. Seriously though, what am I supposed to be doing? See, I can tell there's something there, but only because they fucked up. No, right. There you are. Where am I supposed to be exiting this room from? Clearly it involves the vending machine. You know, I'm okay with not playing this map normally. Let's just see what it's offering. This room seems very much like it's supposed to be going up this way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to play this one properly. Guessing you step there. Ah, I see. Is there anything else interesting? Is this Secret City? No. Actually, if it were Secret City, I probably shouldn't be. No clipping around. You never know what you'd see. I'm good. I've seen enough. Mini mod template. This is for anyone who needs a base file for a mod and does not know how to do it. There we mod folder. Yeah, okay. Go on. I'll follow you. Enter game name here. Let's restart Steam. Let's just look at the next map while we're waiting for that. DM Tunnel Road. 550, I don't think this one. No. First completed map Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Some of you may find it too big. This download link. No works. Valve Hammer Manor. Compo 22. Rally Bob. What was competition 22? Let's find out. I think 20 was destructification. Yes, this was funny mapping. But first of all, we have to see what the enter game name here map looks like. See, if it didn't include a BSP, I wouldn't have bothered. But it does, so there's a map to see here, so I'm going to see it. See this fancy orange coated scientist. If it ever opens. Since apparently that's becoming a debated topic in my brain. There we go. Show me the star map. Half-Life.
Good morning and welcome.
This isn't
to
the star
Black
map.
Mesa Transit System.
You lied.
This automated
Maybe it's the training room. Hang on. I'll be back in a second. Start map. Ah, you lied. There. Wonder if it'll work if I just do it from here.
Good morning.
I'd have to reopen it. This doesn't work.
Good morning.
Bugger it. I'll just go. Stop. I'll probably. What am I doing wrong? What is the problem? Maps. That's right, isn't it? Hang on. Ah, bugger it, I'll just open it up in Half-Life. Even though I went to all the trouble of actually installing the mod. Bugger it. Okay, good. Great. It's got more problems than that. Well, I'm guessing this absolutely will not be worth it. Okay, never mind. It straight up does not work. I was right, it wasn't worth it. Valvehammer Manor. Hammer Manor is a weird thing to say out loud. Like, it sort of doesn't roll off the tongue. Hammer Manor. Sounds like it's just babbling. C22 Rowley Bob. Portmanteau into Ham Manor. I feel like I've seen this before. So I feel like maybe this should be an illusionary. But, hey, what do I know? Alright, we've got a Samus lady up here, apparently. With our halberd, of course. Some square logs. Fire, that's a giant red light. Yeah, I don't know the exact nature of what this is supposed to be, but I'm guessing it's just... get the feeling that everything that is happening is intentional, though. Door there a second ago. If it wasn't, I completely respect that. I want to press the other buttons. You've got them there. I know you have the power. I don't think I can get back up. I used to have this. Do I still have this keybind? I do. It's much faster. Oh, I guess that's it. Whoa. I don't know if this is broken, because it sure seems to be. Oh. Yes, definitely. Okay. Had plans to do more things, but apparently never got around to it. Texas Rangers, competition 22. I think this one won the funny mapping competition. And I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh. Alright, I will try, but the download itself didn't work, so I doubt this will. No, never mind. Cannot play this. Not here, not now. I guess maybe that was a placeholder for competition maps that were hosted externally. Which would be a shame if all those things have been lost. But you never know, I might be able to find that later. One would hope. DE Aztec Cob. Which, very little description, and I doubt it worked. Clear up some of these things that I've seen so I don't have to keep looking at them. No, this did not work. Where am I up to? 2, 4, 2, 5, 7. All of these. Almost out of maps. I'll have to download more. Change level. Example map for... This... I absolutely have seen example maps for exactly this, but this is an example. This is an interesting sentence to me. I'm curious. I have the feeling I have played this before. X1, X2. I'm sure it's somewhere, Irby. With any luck, I'll find it on my second pass. Yep, that's a bad change level, but the concept is there. Canyon by Cobalt Viper. My third map ever. What year are we up to? This is late 2006. Third map ever. Any comments are appreciated. Sand mud in this map look really strange. I don't know what it is. It's sand and mud, you just said so. Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, unfinished. Canyon 2. You know, I get the feeling that maybe at one point I tried to play that Texas Ranger map, and it didn't work even back then. Maybe that was me though. Or maybe my internet was just too shit to download a proper map back then. It's a distinct possibility. That is very shiny. Very early by the looks. Ugh. Well, that's this map. Very weird. A house in very shiny mud in a square canyon. Macro Campus v11. 1 point. Besides, it is a little blocky. The map responds to an large combat area, turning it in Gret value for fun factor. In title case, fun factor. The best is on the great variety of strategy to attack your enemy. There are many places to get cover, hire, and aim. All the players start at the city. The ideal is to climb up the mountain to get the gorse. Good to move all the land. The crossbow, excellent, spelled wrong. To camp and shoot in your enemies, spelled wrong, in the larger areas of the landscape. Or maybe pick up the E-gun, the electronic gun, and the rocket launcher. Good to re-establish control on the mountain. Other cool factor is the solar effects, done by special use of various sprites. All the weapons of the game are present in it, by the way. You start with 2 trip mines and a little of ammo for the machine gun and shotgun. There's some funny misspellings if it's not specially broken. Let's just go ahead and slap all of this into Half-Life. Wait, it should be in Valve, shouldn't it? Almost did a bad. Alright. Map name, Macro Campus. What do I do? Create server. Okay. The way this texture flawlessly matches up with the walls is, I think, messing with me. Also, maybe a generous use of the word flawless. Irby, that is in fact where I downloaded that from, because the download link on the Flat Map Vault page itself doesn't work at all. Or at least, actually I don't remember what it does, but I do recall having to go to the competition page, and that's where I got that dud. I mean, this is fine. Something about this landscape that's It's making me think like Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64. Something very basic about the slanting. I do like that. That's a good background detail. Everything else aside, that's a good background detail. That looks good up there. I could see this being a... I don't know how fun it would actually be to play, but this is windy enough to maybe make for good Half-Life deathmatch, maybe? How far can you go? This far. Where the straight line is. Oh. It's still going. The landscape lied to me. Interesting use of a pendulum. Even if the car itself is a bit blocky. Could have at least cut the wheels out. A ladder. We'll come back to that. It's a pretty big map. Must be said. I'm surprised if you can get up to that windmill, which like I said before, I thought that was a background element, but I'm becoming unconvinced of that. I think it might just be an element. Can't quite get up there. The description say the gorse was. That would help me get around. Round, round, get around. Oh, back here. Mountain climbing. That's not real. It's only a model. Here's the RPG and crossbow, which I recall talk of. Surely if I can see a gorse from anywhere, it would be up here. There it is. I think this might be the only place you can get to it. If you can, which you can. Yeah, pretty impressive sense of scale from this, it must be said. Oh, for... Hello, windmill. Where's that ladder? I want to climb the ladder. I know it was around here somewhere. Oh, for... Everything's working against me. Why? Actually, that course should be fairly attainable, shouldn't it? Unless it dropped up the top, which distinct possibility. Okay. Let's be... Yeah, I don't know if careful is the right word, because I've never been 100% sure why the Gorse gun can kill you like that sometimes. Well, it's no longer a background element, can say that much. Yeah, more ammo, just in time. I feel like for how vertical this map is, probably needs more Gorse guns. Because otherwise you're just not really making much use of it. And there's only one gun that really lets you get to those kinds of heights. Never mind, I'm out. Aim pistol round. This is just a simple no-buying pistol map for CS. The type of map limits this to a maximum rating of 3 stars. Which is maybe right. You never know. Counter-Strike. Maps. Aim pistol round. Yep. This sure is one of these. Nothing more to see here. I'm surprised Archie gave that 2 stars, to be honest. Speaking of Archie, Arch, by this person. Scarius? Something. First real map. And that's all the description we get. Nothing more was said. If anything, it's just kind of a shame balance-wise that the Gorse gun is so powerful at range. Because otherwise its mobility could, you know, be a mix-up. I don't actually know that there's a deathmatch, so let's try just Arch. Like if the Gorse gun's secondary fire was like powerful at close range, but got way less powerful with range, I could see that being well balanced.
Greetings! Wait a minute, and I'll let you in.
You didn't do anything. Oh god. That's fair enough. Why'd you let me in to this unfinished room? Why are these connected to the computer? Oh, this isn't finished either. Well, guess that's it then. Sorry, why have you got glass here? I just thought people might want to look at the rock. In which case, why'd you put the glass there? Help please by Man I Can't Do This. Oh jeez. Help me fix this leak. I already tried with Ponnet line and tried to fix the leak, but it still says I have a leak. Like, what the fuck? This person is at their wit's end. Jump! Let's see. I wonder how obvious the leak will be, and I think that will depend somewhat on how complex the map is. Doesn't immediately strike me as being complex, but I think this is the bottom of a very long pit, which for some reason was decided that needed lights all the way down it. Right, the implication that I'm seeing at the moment seems to be that, well, unless you're cushioned somewhere at the end, you're just supposed to be killing people on the way down. If I play a deathmatch, this is a deathmatch map. Is this not real? Funk water. It's a very thin funk water. That explains something? Maybe? Sprite flame and sprite end? Oh, right, those are names. Never mind. What's the trigger? I want the trigger. Let me select the trigger. Trigger hurt end. Give me a generic flame. Explosions. I don't know what's going on. Lift. Vents. This isn't how vents work. Teleport to somewhere. No doubt another trigger teleport to somewhere. Here, I'm gonna say. Nope, no idea what's going on. How many things could Man I Can't Do This not do? 2 things. Clarity Half-Life by Rowley Bob. Test concept work in progress for a space station environment. Okay. Fair enough. Half-Life? Half-Life. Just checking. Just checking. Wait. Deathmatch? Or just regular? I think just regular. Map clarity. Okay. I feel like those lights should be embedded rather than coming out like that, but what do I know? Also, this railing doesn't function very well as railing, given that you can walk over it. But maybe that's nitpicking. What's down this way? Not finished, I'm guessing. There's potential, but thought I'd see exactly how much until they finished it, which clearly hadn't happened yet. Nope, whatever this is, it's broken enough to make me do the water sound. No. Yeah, I was getting Junior 3D vibes. If that's meant to be zero gravity, why is that in zero gravity but not me? Oh, that's why. Because it's water. There is a gravity thing. Like that is a function in Half-Life. You can change the gravity. No, it's a shame Half-Life didn't have, like, gravity warping effects like the original Serious Sam's did. I don't know if those particular games ever did anything especially interesting with it, but they could have done. Whoops. I feel like I shouldn't have ended where there was the least stuff. I'm in the computer room. It's green because Matrix. There's a lot of this exact computer around the walls, all doing exactly the same thing in sync. Wait, if I stay here, I'm going to drown, aren't I? This zero gravity section starves you of oxygen. That's all the maps I've downloaded, and frankly it's close enough to my usual stopping time that I think I'm going to leave it there anyway. That was fun. Some alright maps in that bunch. Some, perhaps, misplaced potential. All in all though, not bad. That Mario one was weird. Anyway, I will be back on Wednesday, I suppose. Because that's how I do this thing. That said, I am staring down the prospect of not having as much free time as I have had for quite some time now. So I'll just have to see how that will or will not impact my schedule for these streams. But if anything changes, I'll be sure to inform, obviously. In the meantime, have a good breakfast. Have a breakfast. I don't care what time it is, but enjoy breakfast, which you're going to have now. Whatever time that it is. I command you.